Hi everyone, welcome here to another video. Today I'm going to talk about karmic relationships. This is a very interesting subject. A lot of people show interest in this subject, but not a lot of people are talking about this. Let's start by the basics. What is a karmic relationship? A karmic relationship, it's when two people met in a previous life. When two people shared an experience in a past life. That is what we call a karmic relationship. There are good karmic relationships and bad karmic relationships. So imagine two people in a past life. They were or sisters or brothers or best friends, and they had an amazing relationship. In this lifetime, they might not be from the same family, but as soon as they met, they feel an instant connection. They feel this person is a bit of me. They feel like a good feeling towards that specific person. Even without any reason, they don't need to have a logical reason to like that person. As soon as they met, they recognize and they really like each other. This is a good karmic relationship. Nothing traumatic or a bad experience happened between these two. These good karmic relationships can happen between couples as well, definitely, but is a bit more rare. And one of the main reasons is because the goal of a relationship is to help us evolve, is to challenge us, is to make us transform ourselves. The relationships, a lot of them, they exist for that, to help us look at us, what is wrong with us, what we need to change in ourselves. And if the relationships are always formed by good karmic connections, the progression and the evolution would stop, because if you have a very good connection with someone, that person is not really challenging you, so is not really helping you transform yourself. When I say that we need someone to challenge us in a relationship, I mean in the healthy and good way. Someone that is different from us, but also respects us. Someone that helps us progress in our evolution, that makes us see things in a different way, basically leads us to our transformation. As I normally say, we didn't come to Earth on holidays. We actually have a mission here on Earth. There are some work to be done on ourselves, to the evolution of the planet. So it's not really like some vacancies. So we have good karmic relationships, as I just explained, and we have bad karmic relationships. And what is a bad karmic relationship? We consider a bad karmic relationship when in a past life it happened that two people lived a traumatic situation or a painful situation, something that created bad feelings towards each other or one towards the other. So a bad karmic relationship doesn't flow. It's normally not very nice because there is some density between these two people from a past life. I will give you an example because with examples normally it's easier to understand. So imagine we have a happy couple and the woman wants to get married, but he doesn't want to get married. For him to get out of that situation, he ends up abandoning her. He tells her, I don't want to be with you anymore. Leaves, he goes and lives his life without her. She never sees him again. So basically they separate. Imagine this situation in this woman's case might have created abandonment karma, so she's suffering because he abandoned her, and in his case it might have created freedom karma, so he cannot compromise with anyone. He doesn't want to feel like a prisoner of any situation, so he always escapes the situations. And this life ends with these densities in each person's heart. They reincarnate on Earth and it happens that they meet again. But after they've been dating for some time, she starts to get very suspicious, very jealous all the time. She doesn't understand why she feels like that. But every time he leaves, every time he goes to work or goes out with his friends, every time that he's not with her, she starts to feel some kind of pain here that she actually doesn't know how to describe it. Because if we ask this woman, so how do you feel? What happens in your heart when this person is not with you? She would tell us, I don't know how to explain, but it's something that comes here on my heart when he's not here with me. This is definitely a sign that this is a karmic emotion. Nothing happened, but the pain just starts to come. So anything that this man does, it's a reason to have an argument, is a reason to create a discussion. Anything that he does, except being with her, will create arguments, will create a problem. And what is really happening in this woman's chest? What happens is, as in a past life, she died with that abandonment feeling in her heart. As soon as she feels that he is leaving her, this past life character that wasn't healed from this past life gets activated, and the pain that this woman felt in a previous life is activated, and the woman from this modern life feels exactly the same pain that this woman felt. So it's like there is a connection from this past life character to this woman that lives here at the moment. That's why this woman doesn't know why she feels jealous. She just feels something coming to her heart and to her chest when this happened. But behind the scenes of what we can see, what's happening is this past life character is activated, and this woman feels the emotion. And it's like this person feels, at any point this man will leave me. I will be abandoned again. And as she has a karmic memory from this woman, she remembers, of course, like her body remembers the pain that this woman felt, so she doesn't want to go through that again. So she creates a scene, she gets very jealous, she's always arguing with him, she tries to control him, tells him he can't go anywhere without her. So basically this transforms in a bad relationship because there is this unresolved problems between them. What needs to happen varies depending on each person's karma. I gave the example that this person, when this man left, she felt abandoned and she gained abandonment karma. But she could have gained different karmas. She could have gained control karma, attachment karma, faith karma, like believing nothing ever works for me. So it depends. Each person on the same situation can get different karmas. Imagining that this woman gained abandonment karma. In this present life, what does she need to do? First thing, she needs to release this past emotion pain. That's the first thing she needs to do. Then she needs to start to create her own universe. She needs to be enough for herself. Stop depending on her partner. Stop living with someone else's energy or depending on someone else. She needs to be enough for herself. Her essence needs to be activated. Because some couples, and I am most certain you know some couples like this, they live for each other. And the more karmic the relationship is, the more they will be like this. So they try to make like a fusion. So no one really in this relationship has an essence. They just like mix with the other person energy. They create a third energy that is the us energy. We like this. We want to do this. We don't like that. So it looks like there is a third energy that is not really this person's energy or this person's energy. It's just like something created together that really doesn't exist and doesn't really have like the energy to survive, because this is not natural. Ideally, a relationship is lived like this. There is a person here, there is a person here. Each person has their own universe. So this person has their own interests, their own opinions, their own thoughts. And the same for this person. Each one of them are independent, but they choose to live together, to walk on this life together. Not this. This ends up dying because there is no fuel for this. Because it looks like one person is vibrating with the other person's energy. And what is good is this. So this person has their own interests. They go out to the world. They found what they like. And when they connect with this person, they bring news. The same for this person. She or he goes out to the world, finds new information, gets different, transforms themselves, and then they get together again and they share that with the other person. This is evolution. These two people are evolving. These ones, no. And then when this happens, people and couples that have this type of energy, they notice that their life around them starts to block. Of course, because this is not what the universe wants, and the universe doesn't allow this to happen. If this happens, the universe needs to send like some, situations that will cut this unhealthy connection. So if you feel you are in a karmic relationship at the moment, first thing you need to see is, what type of feelings am I always feeling towards this person, or when this person does something? Whatever you are feeling, it needs to be released. That's the first thing to do. Then second thing that you need to do is think about this relationship and see, does this relationship brings me more good or more harm? If it brings you more good, you need to work on your insecurities and try to live like that instead like that. So there is some work to do here in this relationship, but both are evolving, both are progressing, and both are good to each other. If you be honest with yourself and you realize this relationship is bringing you more harm than good, maybe it's because your mission and the mission from this relationship is to separate. Some people in a relationship actually need to voluntarily separate. I will give you an example and explain you why. Imagine in a past life, one of these partners, one person in this couple was abusing this one, even mentally or psychologically or physically. So these people lived their lives when one was abusing the other. So they had not a healthy relationship in a past life. When these two people meet in this current life, their mission is to look at each other and realizing we are better off without each other than together. If it was this person abusing this one, the life's mission from this person is to walk away. Say, I don't accept more abuse. I don't accept being harmed or hurt anymore. Sometimes life brings these two people together not to be together forever on a not good relationship. Is actually to have the courage to voluntarily separate before life brings a bad situation, force them to separate. If you feel you are in a karmic relationship, take some minutes to see if it's a good one or a bad one and what you need to do with it. So guys, this is what I wanted to bring today to you, this awareness, this other view of relationships. Sometimes we really don't understand what's going on in these connections. Majority of them, they have a past life connection, and sometimes they are good, sometimes they are not. And it's up to us to protect our energy, to build our essence, and to be enough for ourselves. That is the first mission of every human on earth. Not harm themselves, and of course not harm other people. I hope this video helped. I like to have you here with me. I like to bring conscious to people. You can also follow me on Instagram. I put some more information and knowledge about karma and past lives there. I hope to see you soon.